the Vikings. The very name evokes images of fierce warriors, longboats gliding through icy waters, and tales of plunder and conquest. For nearly 3 centuries, these Scandinavian seafarers left their mark upon the world. Their exploits, etched in both blood and glory, resonate through history, but to see them merely as raiders is to only glimpse a fragment of their story. The Vikings were much more skilled explorers, shrewd traders, and builders of empires. This is their story. Imagine the rugged, unforgiving landscapes of Scandinavia around the 8th century. This is where the Vikings called home. These hardy people, primarily from Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, faced harsh conditions. Limited farmland and a growing population pushed them to seek new opportunities beyond their borders. But they were not simply driven by desperation. A thirst for adventure, wealth, and glory burned in their hearts. They set sail, their longships slicing through the waves, ready to discover, conquer, and leave their mark on the world. Viking society, though often perceived as chaotic, was surprisingly structured. It revolved around family, kinship, and a strong sense of honor. At the top stood the Jarls, powerful chieftains who commanded loyalty and respect. Below them were freemen, farmers, artisans, and the backbone of Viking society. At the bottom were slaves, often captured in raids, who performed menial labor. Viking culture was rich in storytelling, poetry, and intricate craftsmanship. They were skilled metal workers, weavers, and woodcarvers. Their artistry evident in the intricate designs adorning their weapons, jewelry, and everyday objects. The Vikings were masters of the sea. Their iconic longships, sleek and swift, allowed them to navigate rivers, coastlines, and open seas with equal skill. While their raids on monasteries and settlements, like the infamous attack on Lindisfarne in 793 AD, instilled terror, it was trade that truly fueled their empire. They established vast trading networks spanning from North America to the Caspian Sea. They traded furs, timber, slaves, and luxury goods, amassing wealth and forging connections across continents. From Iceland to Byzantium, a saga of Viking exploration and settlement. Driven by a spirit of adventure and seeking new lands, the Vikings ventured far and wide. They established settlements in Iceland, Greenland, and even North America, centuries before Columbus. Their eastward journeys took them through the rivers of Russia, reaching the Black Sea and the Byzantine Empire. These intrepid explorers absorbed new ideas and customs along the way, leaving their own indelible mark on the cultures they encountered. On the twilight of the gods, the decline and assimilation of the Vikings. The Viking Age, like all eras, eventually drew to a close. This period, marked by exploration, conquest, and trade, saw the Norsemen venture far from their Scandinavian homelands. They left an indelible mark on the history of Europe. By the 11th century, their power began to wane. The once feared warriors who had terrorized the coasts of Europe found themselves facing new challenges and changing times. Several factors contributed to their decline. The relentless expansion and consolidation of European kingdoms meant that the Vikings faced increasingly organized and formidable opponents. The rise of strong centralized powers in Europe, like England and France, presented a united front against their raids. These emerging nations built formidable defenses, including castles and fortified towns, which made Viking raids less successful and more perilous. The Christianization of Scandinavia gradually eroded their traditional beliefs and way of life. As the Norse people converted to Christianity, their pagan rituals and warrior ethos began to fade, replaced by new religious and cultural norms. Yet the Vikings did not simply vanish. They adapted to the changing world around them. Many settled in the lands they once raided, becoming farmers, traders, and craftsmen. They assimilated into the very societies they once challenged, their bloodlines and cultural influences woven into the fabric of Europe. The legacy of the Vikings can still be seen today in the languages, cultures, and even the genetic makeup of modern Europeans. Their spirit of exploration and adventure lives on, a testament to their enduring impact on history. Dispelling the myths, separating fact from fiction in Viking history. The Vikings have often been relegated to the realm of myth and legend, their image distorted by centuries of storytelling. From the sagas passed down through generations to the romanticized depictions in modern media, the true essence of Viking life has often been overshadowed by exaggeration and myth. One of the most enduring misconceptions is the horned helmet. This image has become synonymous with the Viking warrior, yet it is a fabrication with no basis in historical fact. Contrary to popular belief, there is no historical evidence to suggest Vikings wore such helmets in battle. Archaeological finds have revealed helmets that were practical and designed for protection, but none adorned with horns. This is a later invention, likely popularized by 19th century Romanticism. Artists and writers of the Victorian era were captivated by the dramatic and the exotic, and the horned helmet became a symbol of the fierce and untamed Viking spirit. While they were undoubtedly fierce warriors, they were also sophisticated traders, explorers, and skilled craftsmen. The Vikings established extensive trade networks that stretched from the Middle East to North America, exchanging goods such as furs, textiles, and precious metals. Their legacy is a complex tapestry woven from threads of violence and exploration, ambition and adaptation. They founded settlements, influenced local cultures, and left behind a rich archaeological record that continues to fascinate and inform us today. Beyond their martial prowess, the Vikings were also family-oriented and community-driven. Their longhouses were centers of social life, where families lived, worked, and celebrated together. Women played crucial roles in Viking society, managing households, and even participating in trade. The written records, such as runestones and sagas, provide invaluable insights into their beliefs, laws, and daily life. These texts reveal a society that valued honor, loyalty, and the pursuit of knowledge. Their seafaring skills were unparalleled, with innovations in shipbuilding and navigation that allowed them to traverse vast distances. The iconic longships were marvels of engineering, capable of navigating both open seas and shallow rivers. Today, the fascination with Vikings endures, with festivals, reenactments, and heritage sites celebrating their history. By separating fact from fiction, we can appreciate the true legacy of the Vikings, a people who were far more than the sum of their myths. Echoes of the North, the enduring legacy of the Vikings. The Vikings, seafarers from Scandinavia, have left an indelible mark on history. Their story is one of exploration, conquest, and cultural influence that continues to captivate our imagination. The Viking Age may be long over, but their legacy continues to resonate in the modern world. From the bustling streets of Copenhagen to the Viking festivals in Reykjavik, their influence is unmistakable. Museums dedicated to their history attract millions of visitors each year, and their tales are retold in popular films and TV shows, keeping their spirit alive. Their voyages of discovery expanded the map of the known world, reaching as far as North America long before Columbus. They navigated treacherous waters, discovering new lands, and establishing trade routes that connected distant cultures. Their ships, marvels of engineering, were the vehicles of their expansive reach, their DNA present in populations across Europe and beyond. Genetic studies reveal the widespread influence of Viking ancestry, showing how their migrations and settlements have left a lasting genetic legacy. This genetic footprint is a testament to their far-reaching impact on the populations they encounter. Their mythology, filled with tales of gods and monsters, continues to captivate and inspire. Stories of Odin, Thor, and Loki have transcended time, influencing modern literature, art, and even video games. These myths offer a window into the Viking worldview, rich with symbolism and meaning. From place names to language, from art to literature, the Vikings left an indelible mark on our culture. Many place names in the British Isles, for instance, have Norse origins. Their sagas and poems, written in Old Norse, are considered literary treasures, providing insights into their society and values. The Vikings left an indelible mark on our culture. Their artifacts, from weapons to jewelry, tell stories of their daily lives and craftsmanship. Modern artists continue to draw inspiration from Viking designs, and festivals celebrating Viking heritage are held around the world, showcasing traditional music, crafts, and reenactments. Their story is a reminder that history is seldom black and white. The Vikings were not just raiders and warriors, they were also traders, settlers, and farmers. Their society was complex, with a rich cultural and social structure that included laws, art, and a deep connection to the natural world. And even the fiercest warriors can be pioneers, shaping the world in ways both profound and enduring. Their exploration and settlement of new lands laid the foundations for future civilizations. They were innovators in shipbuilding, navigation, and trade, leaving a legacy that continues to influence our world today, shaping the world in ways both profound and enduring. The enduring legacy of the Vikings is a testament to their resilience, ingenuity, and spirit of adventure. As we reflect on their contributions, we are reminded of the enduring power of human curiosity and the drive to explore the unknown.